this video, I'm going to take you to get ready with me and show you how to get my simple quarantine hair and makeup look. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is brush out my damp hair with my wet brush that I love so much. It's really great at getting knots out and it's super gentle on your hair. Next, I'm going to use some oil in my hair to give it some volume and also some moisturizer. And I'm going to run that through and kind of scrunch my hair to give it, like I said, some volume and some curls. I haven't really been doing much with my hair during quarantine, so I'm just going to put this product in and let it air dry and let it do its own thing. For makeup, I always start by moisturizing my whole face, and then I also put some of this EOS lip balm, it's mint flavored, on my lips to get them moisturized as well. After I've moisturized my whole face, I use some Maybelline concealer and I put it on any acne that I have, and I put it under my eyes to hide those sleepy quarantine bags. After I've applied the concealer, I take a Real Technique sponge and I blend it into my face. After I'm done with concealer, I take my Bare Minerals Full Coverage Matte Powder and my Bare Minerals brush, and I apply this product all over my face to get a full coverage look. I naturally have oily skin, so I really like this matte powder, not only because it doesn't make my face look oily, but it also still provides that full coverage look that everybody really loves to have, and it doesn't make me look cakey or that I put too much makeup on. I really just love this powder, and I've been using it for many years now, and I don't plan on changing it anytime soon. Now I'm taking the Butter Bronzer and a Real Techniques brush, and I'm putting bronzer on my cheekbones, a little bit on my neck to blend in, and then on my forehead. I've heard this tip from the Kardashians that you're supposed to make a 3, so you go up on your head, then you down to your cheekbones, and then down to your jawbone, and I've really liked that tip and I found it useful. After I'm done with bronzer, I take a Maybelline blush and I think an Ulta brush, and I make that classic duck face and put the blush on my cheekbones. Next, I'm using my favorite highlighter that I got from Ulta, I don't even know when, and I've had it for so long, which is probably a bad thing because makeup expires, but I've had it for so long that I don't even know the brand of it anymore because it's rubbed off. Anyway, I take this and I put it above my cheekbones and on my nose and a little bit on my lips to highlight the rest of my face. Next, I take this Ulta eyeshadow primer. I used to use a Urban Decay one, but I'm broke as a joke, so now I use this because it's cheaper, but it still does the job. The good thing to remember here is that less is more, so you don't want to use a whole lot. A little bit goes a very long way, and it holds in all of your eyeshadow. Honestly, you guys might judge me for this next part, but I don't really care. Right now I'm using another powder foundation as an eyeshadow on my eyelids. I just like to use a base to kind of set the rest of my eyeshadow. This gives me something good to start with, and also it's a good first layer to have after the eyeshadow primer. Voila, I do have real eyeshadow. I'm going to use the Naked 3 Urban Decay palette here. I'm going to use one of the pink lighter shades all over my eyeshadow lid. It's a simple color that just looks kind of natural, and I think right now I'm just liking this simple looks because being in quarantine, I don't want to do a whole glam session with all of my makeup, so these lighter eyeshadows and looks still bring out some natural beauty and enhance the rest of my beauty, but keeps it pretty simple. Next, I'm going to take that same highlighter that I used before and some facial lavender spray, sprayed on my Real Technique brush, and take the highlighter and use it as a inner corner. A good trick that I'm using here is taking the facial spray and spraying it on my brush and then putting the brush onto the highlighter. This makes the highlighter look a little bit more dense and it pops out better. Now I'm using a L'Oreal eyebrow pencil. It's a little bit thicker, which I like because I think it gives my eyebrows a more of a natural look instead of something that looks very drawn on. Back in the day, I used to have very boxy eyebrows that did just not look great, but it was when I first started using an eyebrow pencil, so I didn't really understand. But now I really just enhance the shape that they already have. Also, a good tip that I've heard from Carly Kloss, love her so much, and so I'm probably going to talk about her a lot, but a good tip from her is that your eyebrows are supposed to be sisters, not twins. So it's okay if they don't have the same exact shape because they're not meant to. Next, I'm going to use a Maybelline liquid eyeliner. Some people make fun of me for the way that I put on my eyeliner because I do it differently than most people do. I keep my eyes open and I put it on the top. I don't know why, but this is the way I've always done it, and it's easier for me to make a smaller and precise line. And then sometimes I kind of close my eyes at the end so I can make sure it's even, but it works for me. And I've also learned throughout the years that something that works for you may not work for someone else, and what works for someone else may not work for you. So you kind of just have to figure out what is the best thing that works for you and your version of beauty. My absolute favorite part about my makeup is my eyelashes. I have been told that I have long eyelashes, so I really like to emphasize them. And I use Roller Lash by Benefit. I've used this for years and I swear by it. And I will probably never use a different mascara. So first I use the curled part and I go up. And then I flip the brush around and I use the other side to shape out the lashes. After my mascara, I'm going to take my lavender facial spray again and use it as a setting spray for my whole face. So I clearly used my facial spray too soon because my mascara was still wet and it smudged underneath my eye, but at least you guys know this is the real deal here.